Hello, hello.
Thank you for having me.
It's gonna.
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We gotta fix it real quick. There
That's
we
what
go.
happens when it's
We
live.
fixed it. We fixed it, guys. Hello, hello, guys. So we have a great show. We're just gonna wait a couple of minutes so that people could tune in here with us. Of course, I dropped the phone like usual, guys. So,
Ooh, let me share it real quick.
so she's gonna share it, and we're gonna get going, guys. Remember, you gotta share, you gotta like, and you gotta invite a friend.
And follow.
Who's this? That E. Come pepper spray me. Hello, hello, guys. Hello, hello. So let's wait maybe about 2 or 3 minutes, guys, before we get going. Remember, you gotta like, you gotta share, and you gotta invite a friend. It's very important, guys, to invite a friend so that we could get everything going in the right direction, guys. So we have a lot of questions for Vanessa, guys. On a serious note, here they come. Here they come. Hey, Miss Painter, how you doing? Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Hello to everybody. Hello, hello to everyone. Well, I really don't like to wait for anyone, so we're gonna get going real quick.
Hello, Cecilia. Hello, Miss Painter.
Hello to everyone that's tuning
Hello,
in.
Linda, Ms. Ledesma.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so let's go, Vanessa. Yesterday, I played some clips regarding to a guy named.
Yeah, hold on. This is my audience. Tell them to go.
Hello, guys. Can you all please join me on YouTube? It's called Ruby Quachenta right now. I appreciate it, guys. We're gonna interview Vanessa, and thank you all for being here right now with us.
And please, if you want the link, it's right below this video. Right below this video. Bye.
So, guys, so we're gonna get going, guys, with a couple of questions for Vanessa. Vanessa, right now, last night I played some video clips, and I know that we're gonna go over them right now, regarding to an individual named James Brooks, who went live, and apparently he had a lot to say about you, intimidate you, and so I want to know what you feel about all this stuff, and what actions have you taken regarding to this?
Since the beginning, when he's been this is a man who has grown to have a really big hate towards me. I've never been his friend. Some people try to say, well, he likes you or anything like that. No, it was not like I never turned him down or anything. It's just pure hate, literally from junior high.
So I'm going to play one of the clips, and I want to break it down with you. This was one of them. So, was that a threat? Is my question?
Yes, that is a threat.
What anger does he have towards you that he could justify? Like, okay, this is why I dislike Vanessa, and this is the,
Or do you mean like what anger could people understand? Okay, we don't agree with him, but we understand why.
Correct.
About 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, he was saying the way that he was saying you have, full blown whatever.
Yeah, he says I have full blown AIDS.
He was saying the same thing about me. The exact same thing. And that is actually the thing. After a bunch of things he said, it was that. What he said about you, he said that about me, and that's what prompted me to say, you know what? Let me just push back against everything he's been saying. And in that video, I mean, it's going to be with him for the rest of his life, but I had to defend myself, and he didn't like it.
I mean, from what I see, this is a personal vendetta against you. I understand that you ran several times for different seats. Right now, you're not seeking any type of seats, and they're still going after you. We had a multiple platforms, an individual who no longer participates, who claims to become a butterfly. We have one that sells Avon,
The one,
and we have another one that lives close to where you live, right? So
yes.
we have different platforms that have consistently go after you.
And the anonymous one, the one that's very vicious right now, who I will always believe, and I will always accuse that platform of being the Anglo man from Westlaco Mercedes.
Correct. Also, they have another one, Raymondville Cheeseman, who is run by
That's run by the same man, James Brooks.
from James Brooks.
And
So,
the VST hate page.
so there's a lot of platforms that have gone after you in a lot of ways. And there's a lady that lives in California who claims to live in California, right? And we all know she doesn't live in California. Roller coaster. Lives in an apartment complex. They claims to be rich. Claims to be let's see who puts it out. Who claims to live in California, guys? And she lives in the valley in some apartment complex. Let's regard this. La chula. Oh, right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. Now you know what I mean. So, regarding to that individual, I mean, she's talked a lot of shit about you, the lady who lives in California. She said
She doesn't live in California, though.
well, I don't know where she lives, but we're gonna say that she lives in California. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So she lives in California, and she said a lot of things about you and regarding to your personal life, calling you every name of the book, from being a drug addict, from being a prostitute, from being a hooker, you name it. At the end of the day, whether you did it or not, that is your personal life. I don't think she's anybody to come judge you as a person.
Well, we don't know anything about her. We have no idea.
We do know that she weighs, a certain amount.
Well, we know. Well, yeah, but we don't know anything about her body count. We have no clue about her body count. We don't know what she's done for money. We don't know about her darkest days. And the reason that we don't know is because she's never been interesting enough to the world for anybody to even care. And that's probably what bothers her in a lot of ways too.
Right. So, talking about this individual, from what I understand, she seems to claim she's an advocate for the society, for humanity. She seems to be very intelligent, right? But is she,
you all know.
is she really advocating for the community? Is she being a person full of hate towards you? Is my question. What do you feel about all this stuff? Is she advocating or not?
No, she's mongering hate. She's literally trying to manipulate this population with her fancy speak, with her absence of a Spanish accent, and unfortunately, there are people who will fall for that and think that that equates to intelligence. And so people are easily influenced by people that they look up to, and people look up to people that sound like her. But she merely sounds like if she's sweet. She sounds like she's a good woman. She sounds like if she's Christ-like, until you actually listen to what she's saying, then she's pure evil.
Right.
She's pure
evil. And I see this individual seems to be, well, for example, she decided to call my brother today and play the role. Yeah, she decided to call my brother today and play the role as a victim.
Did she not know who she was calling?
I don't know who she's calling, but my brother just told me to relay a message that he's not going to return no damn phone calls to her, so she needs to call somebody else. They call 411 or 211 to call the state or whatever you want to do. But, like, she wants to dish it out, but she can't receive it. And I think when you participate in a platform, you got to understand you're going to get criticized, whether it's positive or negative, right? So yesterday, the last few days, I've had several discussions about different platforms. I want to go back to the Normal Cheesemith platform. And we had a debate whether it was an informative page or was it a page of hate, right? To a certain extent, when you ran as a candidate, I believe that was informative, whether it's your personal life or not. The minute you stop running...
Well, it was hate, because the thing is, there's one thing to wonder about the candidate and the candidate's issues. It's altogether a different thing to stalk the candidate and her small daughters. It's totally
I think
different.
that I think right there when they start getting your children involved, when when he decided to post your children out there, I think right there that's a malicious act and that is hate, regardless of what people say or not. That is hate. But I agree that when you ran as a candidate and they were criticizing you as a person, it is part of you running, regardless whether it's negative or positive. You're going to hear it all the time. But when they go after your children, they post your children, and they go after in a certain way where you're not even running anymore, and they're still exposing you to monetize or for whatever reasons it is, I think that's a little bit overboard.
I think that they hated me before the election, and they just used my candidacy to legitimize their hate. They used my candidacy to legitimize their gang stalking and their gang harassment. That's what it was.
There is another page.
Does your phone need battery?
No, it's good. It's connected.
Okay.
There is another page by Manny Behind the Mic. Which page do you believe brought you more hate as an individual between No More Cheeseman and Manny Behind the Mic?
Well, you can't really compare both of them because even though Manny's very hateful, he try as he might, it's just not gonna happen. It's sad to say that even Frank has more charisma than him, and that's because Frank doesn't have any. Obviously, No More Cheeseman went after my family. They posted the screenshots of me actively being tortured. I mean, that was the most hate garnered. He went out of his way. He's very malicious. He went out of his way to take a picture with my best friend and befriend my best friend. He went out of his way to try to befriend everybody that hated me, everybody that loved me. He tried to find a legitimate way to attach himself to me. He was always in front of my home. He was the biggest stalker. He would always say things like, I'm going to buy the property next to hers. Classic terrorist.
Right. And we have Manny Behind the Mic. We had his page. I think when you were going live, he would stream you and he would have discussions over your lives. In what way do you feel he was?
Oh, Pauline, I need to address her. Can I address her?
Yeah.
Pauline Piazza, what can't you believe? Oh, you got my attention. You're one of the biggest haters on Frank's page. And you're supposedly a chemist? Does your job know that you're on hate platforms? Because I don't have a problem with any of my employers knowing exactly what I do. None of them. All of them know what I do on social media, and they are not bothered by what I do because it's not hate. But here you are. Like, for real, we're all waiting for your response. We're waiting for you. Now's your time to shine. Remember, you were all mad when you would see with nails. I wish that I could get nails like that. Why are you silent now? Why? Why are you silent?
Trying to do a comedy skit with BT. Why is Pauline here? Pauline is I don't think I've ever seen her here.
Pauline Piazza? She must be a silent hater, but the thing is, once I come on, their hate is so strong. They show themselves.
I invited you because I wanted to, and I think that if I want to have you here, I ask respect from the viewers. Whether you all disagree with her, at the end of the day, it's my choice on who I want to have here, and we're gonna continue with our lives.
And I'm being cool, by the way, because I have somebody saying, "Be cool, Vanessa." I'm being. The old Vanessa would have been like all up in the camera, right? But I'm not doing that. So simply because I'm with Grace, pushing back at any hater that could come over here right now, don't get mad at me because I'm stronger than her. Don't get mad at me.
I want to talk a little bit about the arrest from last night.
Sure.
Was it last night? Yes.
The night before.
The night before. 2 nights before, 3 nights before, it doesn't matter. The arrest that took place, apparently different platforms were spreading out lies that you were arrested for a hit and run, that you were resisting arrest,
They said I was resisting arrest.
That you were resisting arrest.
It's so
that you were arrested for DWI, DUI. What really happened?
Okay, well, before I go into that, just really quickly, I want to say it's one of two things. It's either they're not smart enough to understand that I'm always going to put the officer body camera footage out there. Always, 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 always. I've always done that from the beginning, from 7 years ago. But it's also sad because do they not understand like how far their lives can go? But they know that they can lie, and even if they're exposed as liars, they're still going to have their followers. Because to be honest, a lot of the people that form alliances with these hateful people, they don't even care if they're telling the truth or not. They just care that they have other people to hate with. That's all they care about. So no, I wasn't resisting arrest. In fact, I knew I was going to be arrested because I had to be in custody in order to, this is what happened. So I finished doing what I do in Hidalgo County, and a few hours before I finished, we were, a lot of people sent me Lupe Olivares' death threat, right? Vanessa's going to meet her demise. And so I knew that I was going to have to contact the Rainville PD, right? And I call them and I speak to the dispatcher and I tell her, I just want you to know these are my intentions. And I still have to do a little bit of work and then I'll be over there. And so she was already expecting me. So as I was like halfway over there, there was a collision and I was the only party that remained there. That's it. And so I was put in a predicament. I was like, should I drive? Because sometimes you don't know how long the police are going to take. Right. And I didn't want to be out there in the middle of nowhere. But then I also didn't want there to be a chance that I was going to be blamed for a hit and run.
Right.
At all. And so ultimately then, and also, I didn't want them to think that I wasn't showing up purposefully. You know, I wanted them to know there's a reason why I didn't get there when you expected me to get there to make the police report. So all of that is the reason why I called, and I called 911. Before that, I had called the dispatcher and I called 689-2441. But this time I called 911 and it happens to be the same dispatcher. 911 calls get routed, right? Mm-hmm. And so I tell her what happened, and she immediately, sends somebody out, and so the county gets there, and then 4 to 6 DPS cars get there, and immediately they're not very interested in what happened to my car. They are more interested in a field sobriety test on me. And as soon as I sensed that, I already knew it was going to happen. I already knew that I was going to get arrested.
But why did you refuse the sobriety test?
I didn't refuse it.
Oh, you didn't refuse it?
Well, I said, look, you're going to do the field sobriety test. Mm-hmm. And if some of the clues come back, not good, you need that to happen to justify a blood draw.
Right.
So let's just go right now for the blood draw.
Did they do it?
That threw them for a loop, because it's like, well, first of all, I'm taking the power out of their hands. Mm-hmm. I'm the one that's saying, in other words, who does that, right? Like, right. I'm the DPS trooper. I'm the one that's in charge. I say when we go to the hospital. And I'm like, I want to go to the hospital. And then I said, you know what? If I refuse it, you're going to arrest me and it's going to look worse. So let's just go ahead and do this. I tried to tell them because I've learned from the last DWI, right? Mm-hmm. That I have not been convicted on. And so I knew that my previous head injuries were going to make me susceptible to not passing that one.
Right.
And then I also know that I read to my audience today that in Texas, those results are not accurate with people that are over 50 pounds overweight. And I'm over 100 pounds overweight. And plus I had done 200 squats in the morning that I hadn't done in like 5 days. So I knew I was already shaking. Mm-hmm. But that's okay. And the other thing is that I had already been crying because of the death threat. Mm-hmm. And knowing that there was a risk of retaliation, even though this was very serious, so I had to go to police again. And then my car gets messed up, right? And then it's going to cause a delay. And then I realized the police are going to come. And every time the police are coming, there's always a chance I'm going to get arrested. So, you know, it's all of that together. And then I was wearing the same eye makeup that I'm wearing right now. And so they assume that signs of distress in a woman are signs of inebriation. That is the culture of assumption that winds up getting a lot of people arrested when they probably shouldn't be arrested. So I went ahead and I did it, and he never told me what I failed. And as soon as I finished we did the eye test, we did the heel to toe, and then we did the one leg stand. And right after I finished that, he was like, turn around. And I said, okay. And we went to go take the test.
So how was your visit there in county? Because when I went, they treated me like a
King.
celebrity. Like a celebrity. They treated me like a celebrity. How was your visit?
They weren't very nice at first.
So now we're both criminals.
They weren't very nice at first. But then all of a sudden, coincidentally, when a bunch of people started calling and actually showing genuine concern, suddenly they weren't as mean as they were in the beginning.
So out of all these things that have been going on to you, you know, there's been a lot of victims that what's his name again, James Brooks, has attacked, where he tells women to skin themselves, to go hurt themselves.
He has a real hate for women.
I don't know, is he, I mean, usually when a man has so much hate towards women, it's because he is homosexual in some sort of way.
My personal opinion, and it's my personal opinion, my personal opinion is that, yeah, he's closeted.
I think he is.
And
I think he's always had a crush on me.
I'm being serious.
James Brooks has a crush on me,
It's my personal opinion. And when you already have some kind of animosity in the world. When you already have, it's like a mix, it's like a perfect storm in him for psychotic energy. Because if you already have somebody, if that's true, they cannot live their life in the way that they want to live it. And it's really hard on men to fit the standards of a man, to make as much income as you have to be everything, you know, to be straight, all of that, all of the inappropriate standards that we put on men and women, but it's really hard on men. So that alone makes a man an angry man.
So I have a quick question for you. Were you placed in the pink room or no?
No.
You were never. What's a pink room?
A pink room is a room. It's a safe room. It's like a padded cell.
For what?
Like if you're gonna like
hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Like if you're not all there.
Yeah. No, I was in female holding. No.
I've heard other people have been in a pink room before. I wasn't placed in a pink room. They placed me with a man. But there was another guy when I went in there was real handsome that I wanted to be in a pink room with him, but they didn't put me in that pink room. But hey, when you were you didn't go to Raymondville PD, right?
No, I went straight to county.
Okay, well, your experience at PD in Raymondville, how was it for you when you went?
They never treated me bad there.
They never treated me bad either. They even gave me a corn dog.
Yeah, they never treated me bad.
And they gave me water from the toilet.
So you were asking me about lupus, so it's that. But on top of that, he has a hate for women, and it's really strong. Mm-hmm. He has such a hate for women that I've told y'all many times that makes him dangerous, is that he displayed a strong level of violence from a very early age. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you beat the mother of your baby while the baby is in utero, and you beat them during their pregnancy, and they wind up...
So he's a woman's beater.
Oh, yeah.
This James Brooks guy, I had heard that his baby mama was a minor at the time.
I don't know if that's true.
Allegedly, she was way younger than him.
I don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't be surprised if she was.
Okay. So they want me to call Miss Painter, so we're going to bring her on board. She does have a couple of questions for you, and she did some research for us about what's been going on with the progress she's been working on to help us out.
Hi, this is Celia. Leave a message and your
Guys,
number.
oh,
Call you back
she's
as
calling
soon as
right
I
here.
can.
Hold on.
Look
Mm.
at she's
Hello,
Steve's
hello.
destroyer.
Hey, man.
Hey, Miss Pena, I just called you right now and it went straight to voice message. Dije, ay, esta
Oh,
desgraciada se estará quitando el pinche diaper.
tell you. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Miss Painter. How are you?
So yesterday we had the live, and Miss Painter was very emotional, very upset with everything going on towards that James Brooks individual. And she was calling different counties, different district attorneys, and PDs. So we called her here to give us an update on what she was able to find for us.
Well, let me tell you, I started out my morning. I went to Raymondville PD.
Oh wow!
And I took my son Marco's blanket and lunch.
Just in case.
Because you weren't good.
Just in case.
Did you take it just in case, or did you take it because you were like, I'm gonna be here for a little while if I have to be?
Well, if I had to, but I thought, well, you never know. You know how they take some cases and they take some other ones and they don't others. I mean, if you know how to make that burraca yell, they will they'll listen to you and they will get you the person arrested. If you have a legitimate somebody's behind me and wants to kill me, they'll sit back and wait for it to happen.
Sadly, yes.
So I didn't know if they were going to arrest me or they were going to listen to me. So I said, I'm going to take my own blanket. I'm going to take my own lunch.
So what was the outcome out of all this there at Raymondville PD?
Well, I sat there and I talked to the guy, and basically he said I wasn't from Raymondville. I needed to go to Harlingen, right?
Okay.
I still gave him what I thought, and I still told him, I did, because immediately when I saw the video yesterday, I forwarded to the Willacy County Annette page. I mean, she's the author of that page, and so I sent it directly to her, and I had sent stuff to her before, and this time there was a little, if you think it's an urgent thing, call 911. If not, you can call the police department, blah, blah, blah. Well, I thought, wow, she answered right away. Mm-hmm. I don't know. She claims it's there. It says she's the author. So then I thought, she said she wouldn't click on the video. Well, today, that same page post, because I follow it.
I saw that.
I saw that post right now.
That's so sad.
Okay. So I don't know if that girl works for her or what, but I gave her a piece of my mind. And because most county DAs care about their people, especially when their life is being threatened. So, bottom line, Raymondville, I did an incident report, but I don't know. I don't trust those people. You walk into that place and it's dingy to begin with. And I even told the guy before I leave, I want to meet Girly.
Girly. It's an inside joke. Okay.
I want to meet Girly, and I want to see the paper. And he just left. He says she calls everybody Girly, even the female police.
Oh yes, yes she does.
Okay.
Just to form a sense of affinity.
Right.
Yeah, it's like even the female police officers. I said I know, and she calls you guys Waze. So when I call over here, do I ask for Girly or do I ask for Way? I was ready with my blanket and my lunch anyway. And so she, bottom line, I came to Harlingen, spent quite a bit of time in Harlingen. They've got all the information. They were very interested in Vanessa doing her report in Raymondville and getting this ball rolling and also, they tried to tell me that he said supporters, and I said, and I am claiming I'm a supporter, and I am Peter for my life, and he threatened my life, and you can't tell me that I can't be afraid for my life when when I know and he knows that I called Kindness Show and I said I am her supporter. So I feel threatened. And he says, because my name wasn't called, he was trying to tell me that. And so I said, okay, people that
No, you're part of a group. You're part of a group, and he threatened that group.
And I told him, I said, I can easily get on Facebook right now and call everybody that is a supporter to come over. Do you want a line of about 100 people here to make this report? Is that what he said, no, I'm not asking for that. And I said, so, supporters are people.
Right.
They're being threatened. These are people. I'm one of those people. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my
And Miss Painter, he's already done that to many females, many supporters. He's already been in their inboxes telling them to unalive themselves, everything that you can imagine.
But he uses a lot of these fake profiles to
and
do
he's
that.
done it with
Because
his
he
own
wants to do
profile,
damage
too.
control.
He changed his tone because I requested to talk to Miss Anderson, is the assistant chief of police, and I had talked to her before, some other stuff before, and she's a strong standing woman. She's not a police officer. And so I said, she wasn't there, so I have an appointment for tomorrow to go visit with her. And I said, I am not letting this go. I am being threatened. I feel that way, and you guys need to protect me. And I want to know who we are.
Yeah.
Because I said, is we this guy that's sitting in the lobby? Is we out in the parking lot waiting for me? Is we at my house?
And that was his point. That was exactly his point, to torment you, and it's working.
And I said, and I want to know, I want somebody to interrogate this guy and give me an answer. Who is we won't stop? Who do I have to look out for? And to me, I mean, take it the way you want. We're going to argue about this. And I'm also calling, because I live in Cameron County, I'm also calling Signs, because I believe that RDA in Cameron County will care about the lives of the supporters in Cameron County.
Yes, because I have a lot of supporters in Cameron County.
And, we had this conversation with this girl. I had this conversation with this girl about the Williston DEA, but I'm hoping that she took my comment to heart, if she works there, and to bring this up.
Right. So basically what we're doing in this page, we're bringing awareness to the community.
And I want to come on to say that supporters, whatever city you live in, go with this video and bring awareness to other police departments. And if it's in the same county, the DA will gather all these different police departments.
Right.
We need to get the opinion of different police departments, and that's what I'm wanting to do. How do these? And I told this officer in Harlingen, look, do I have to call the media, put this video out there, and see what police department in the county or the state will look at this and say, we'll do this.
Right.
I said, there's supporters all over the state and all over the U.S.
Well, one of the vice president for Linda, I already said her first name. She is a supporter of the hateful woman, the Gurley.
Yeah.
She's a supporter of Gurley, and she's affiliated with one of the news stations. That's the reason that at that particular news station, she is the roadblock for me there. So
what station is that?
I believe it's Channel 4, if I'm not mistaken.
I told the Raymondville Police Department, I said, you're under a lot. I said, you made these arrests, and your judge said, don't talk about people. Don't put out names. All she did was change the names of the victims and continue to talk about them.
Yeah.
And I said, as of today, I'm Ocean Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, I can prove from video after video after video that they used to call me OP, and then she started calling me La Millonaria, and she started calling me two other names, but she would always go back to say my full name, Ophelia Painter. So
Right.
since September of 2021, she's talked about me and said my entire name. So the name is there. But I said, right now, my name, and I think this is an urgent thing because it's people's lives are in danger. It's not something you sit on and say, well, let's wait. And I asked Raymond, though, I said, are you waiting for somebody to get beat up or killed?
Well,
Is
that
that
already
what-
happened. That already
I know.
happened. I guess they're waiting for remains to be found.
And so, but there's a difference in caliber. I don't want to talk about Raymondville Police Department, but, I don't live there. And, just by the indigenous in their building to begin with,
Quality. The quality is
quality-
an issue.
the work there, the officer I was talking to, I swore he was picking cotton and came in and just put on his vest. And I mean, or if he was cutting the yard or something. And the caliber of people over here in the Harlingen Police Department is totally different.
Right.
They're, they may be the person in the front desk may not be too willing to hear your whole story. But when you say, let me talk to your sergeant, I didn't even want to talk to the sergeant. I said, I want to talk to your chief, but preferably the assistant chief, because I know who she is, and I've talked to her before.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow, we'll see what she says.
Ask her if you can show her about Annette, because I'm sorry, that woman from California, she lives there in Harlingen, and she's just as bad as Lupa and Mongreen hate.
Yeah.
So,
Well, she, from what in the past, what I've seen in their shows is that they've done their report here in Harlingen too. But the little she said he said thing, they don't even take it serious. To me, these are people's lives are being threatened.
yeah.
Especially yours. But I'm not too far behind because I came out and said, okay, I'm her supporter. You give us a sip. What are you going to do about it? And he doesn't like that. You know that.
Yes.
Right.
So I said, I put my neck out, and so I'm waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
So this, because I live in Harlingen and this county and this city, it looks like they're wanting the ball rolled. But both stations said the main person that has a legitimate complaint, your name was there. He's talking to you. He has told you your demise is coming, and don't be afraid. I mean, I know. Take your blanket and your lunch.
I don't want to.
Well, they have very good blankets. They have very good blankets there.
They do, but the thing is, I
know you have PTSD. You see a cop and you're gonna start trembling. But there's nothing.
I do like the corn dog that was there.
You really have the power right now, and in this because they flat out came to you. And now, as far as proving who James Brooks is, I laid out all the work for them.
Yeah.
I proved who he is, and it's just a matter of them saying, okay, well, you are a supporter, you are threatened. That's what I want to hear tomorrow. This social media thing, basically, people can say whatever they want. But
that's why they revamped that particular law.
They
is
did a modification
to
to the law.
include social media. Now social media is included.
I mean, from what I understand, my arrest opened up a can of worms. No,
Yes.
I mean I went to the city meeting. I addressed it. I even came out in the Raymond Chronicles when I spoke about the modification of the law. Right, 6 months later, I was arrested because of the same law. And now it's not being implied to everyone. So you're
Yeah,
telling me
because
it's
it's
pinpoint here and
differential.
there?
It's differential policing. It's corruption. That's what it is.
And I told the cop in Rainville, I said, you guys need to hire a person that just does nothing but monitors social media, because it's very heavy in this city. I mean, if y'all didn't have this big problem here, you wouldn't need it. But I think you need it. It's I didn't even take a glass of water from it. But yes, dije, le voy a decir a Jaime que me lleve mi San Marcos porque
I was about to put my cash app out there for Miss Painter,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, Miss
Thank
Painter. I
you for all
appreciate
your
it.
effort, Miss Painter.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
yeah, I'm not gonna stop.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
on this and I'm not gonna stop because Vanessa, I never said anything about you. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna tell you that when I see something is very, very wrong, I'm gonna stand up. To me, it's like I told that girl. People are supposed to care about your people. Not
Yeah.
because just because I don't live in Willacy County doesn't mean that I'm not going to care about your people.
Right.
Yeah.
And I want the DA there to care about her people.
Thank you, Miss Painter.
Thank you, Miss Painter. I appreciate for answering my call and for being here with us tonight.
Okay, pórtate bien.
I will, Miss Painter. Gracias.
Take care.
So, bye, Miss Painter. So we have other people that we want to invite to the show. I know that you're in a time limit, but is that okay with you?
What time is that?
It's been 40 minutes.
Okay, a little bit more.
Okay, let me call this individual right here.
Hello.
Hello, ¿cómo estás, girl?
Hey.
Nothing here, eating.
I am here with Vanessa Tijerina.
Oh, hey, Vanessa.
Hi.
So, you know who it is, right?
Yes.
Okay, oh, great. So last night she was one of the persons that was very concerned with what's going on regarding to her life being threatened. And so I'm bringing her on board right here so we could discuss a little bit more about that live from last night. And you bent out what you feel and what can you do to help Vanessa out or any type of moral support.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, I think that Miss Painter has, already, initiated the invitation to anybody that is willing to, be a voice for what's been going on for quite a while, and it's overdue already. So I think that just like I mentioned on last night's live, if we're all in it together and we all voice it and we all go to the PD and say, hey, and like Miss Painter said, to different police departments and say, hey, look, here's a video. What do you think of this? What action should be taken from a video like this? Yes, there is nobody that, you can't say, oh, well, he's anonymous. Okay, here are the receipts we know who this individual is.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do about this? And especially given the history that, Vanessa has with, what you endured 2 years ago.
Right.
I mean, he admitted the same man that just, that we're talking about, that gave us this death threat and this collective threat, is the same man who just admitted that he jumped my fence and was at my window.
And the thing is that one of the things that when I was arrested, from what I understood, the investigators said that they were there to serve the community and the officers as well. But it seems like you are afraid to go to the police station because of retaliation, or what is holding you back?
I was actually on my way when that happened. That was enough. And then because I was in there, I had to make up for lost time with my job, which then gave me no time. I'm hoping that I have time then tomorrow.
So we also discussed yesterday, Angie and I, about the No More Cheeseman page, the Manny Behind the Mic page. We have had a lot of discussions and private discussions as well. She had something to say about the other platforms, and what is it?
Okay, in regards to the other platforms, and I believe I mentioned some of it last night, I just feel that right now there's a lot of let me throw the stone and hide my hand. Oh, I was never involved in the drama. I don't want nothing to do with the online drama, but yet the day that, and I believe it was yesterday, that, Vanessa's arrest was, became public. It became public because a certain platform also came out and said, "Oh, I don't want to speak on, on somebody, but there's a certain person that was arrested. I stay away from the online drama." Just because you choose not to say any names, does it not mean that you're not participating in the drama?
And in fact, you're making it a little bit more enticing because you're creating an air of mystery. And so you get more people that are invested in wanting to find out.
Yeah. And I just feel that these platforms that are constantly doing the hating, and it's not just that platform. There's many more platforms that are doing the same. I believe that the reason that they do that is because that's the people that follow them are the people that feel miserable about their lives, and they just want to see somebody, or they want to in a certain way rejoice of somebody going through some type of hardship, or they're in a worse place than I am. And you know what, my life is not that shitty because this person is doing this and this happened to this person. But at the end of the day, that just speaks of the type of human being you are.
Yes.
And plain and simple, you're a shitty individual.
In psychology, they call it leveling. You level a person. So when you're not at the level that they're at in any capacity, it could be with their money, with their finances, with their clout, with their admiration that people have, anything, with the attention, whether it's negative or positive. When you want to make yourself feel better, you tear them down to your level.
One of the issues that I had yesterday was that when I asked that certain individual about how did he feel, what did he feel bad about posting your children out there, right? He said it was 50-50. And in my head, I'm thinking...
He complains when they did to him.
In my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck is going through your mind? They did it to your kids somewhere else. And I'm over here fighting for your kids, and you're telling me that you don't care about other children?
It's because they're my children. So
and at the end of the day, whether they're your children or not, they're children. You shouldn't be so, full of hate. And that spoke numbers about this person. Like, they're innocent children. And then I reflected upon myself, and I sat back, okay, well, this guy hasn't even gone and pressed charges on other people that have bashed their own kids. So that tells me a lot. And it's sad when you hear a person tell you it's 50-50. No, kids should be off limit, especially yours. And even whatever you're facing in your personal life, whether you lost custodial or whatever, or you're paying child support, that's none of our fucking business. That's your fucking personal life. And if you're gonna pay child support by doing
wait a minute, hold on. This little hater, who is that?
Which one?
Lebert, who is that? Let's give them time to say something. No, seriously, because now they're bringing up my children.
But
that is like a straight up hater.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why they love YouTube, because they would never do that on Facebook ever. That's why the lady from California loves YouTube. She loves YouTube because a whole bunch of people can hide where they work. They can be totally anonymous on YouTube. But there's some people on here that have really big balls and really big ovaries, and they would all of a sudden they shrink when it comes to Facebook. Really.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, I'm more than sure that it's a fake profile because it doesn't say that person's name. I bet you anything it's something made up.
Exactly.
Like all their lives are made up. I have a Camaro. I work in the oil rigs. I live in California. I work in the railroad.
I have a boyfriend named Paul.
I don't know anybody, any money.
So yeah, so their lives are made up. Like, they have a made believe life. So it tells you volumes. Like, these people are and I've mentioned this many, many times. I believe that, the government, our government, should invest more on mental health issues.
Yes.
I sincerely believe that, because that is the number one reason why we're so disconnected with each other. Because there's people that have mental health issues and they've never been to a doctor, and just because there's other people that also have mental health issues and agree with with what they're doing,
They think they're on the right side of the issue.
yeah, they think it's normal. They're like, oh, well, you know what? And it's not to bring anybody down, because my whole reason of bringing it up is not because I want to feel good about myself, but I mean,
No, well, look at
if
what
you
happened
have
in Germany. Look at what happened.
Yeah.
Look at what they were able to accomplish there. 6 million Jewish people died. Why? Because a bunch of inappropriate minds got together and they outnumbered the reasonable people. That's what happens.
And if you start thinking about it, who has the time to be logging in to YouTube at random times of the day? Like right now, I just got home from work. Just right now, I got home from work. Yes, I have an opinion, and I'm gonna voice it out. But I'm not voicing out an opinion on, what, I hate this individual, I hope this individual bad. No, my opinion, in I believe, is for the good, for something good, for an outcome that is greater than what we have come up with until now.
I'm sorry, before they run with this, I made an analogy. And you see, that's the problem. You see, that's why I don't like to do these things. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to mention this real quick.
Okay.
Then somebody had the nerve to say, come on now, Vanessa, you're comparing this to the Holocaust? No, I gave an example, an analogy, an example. An analogy is an example of something. I gave the worst example possible of the subject matter that we are speaking of.
Correct.
And if your capacity to comprehend doesn't match that, then it doesn't mean that your way of thinking is the normal way of thinking. Perhaps the problem is your comprehension or your compulsion to have people hate me as much as you hate me, commenting on the Holocaust, whoever it was.
Yeah, because it goes back to generational poverty. It goes back to how we have generations and generations of living off welfare. It's just something it's learned. You have to break from those generational trades.
Right.
Be it trauma, be it poverty, be it something that you learn from generation to generation, either to judge people and be like, ay, mira ese marihuano, and judge people's lives and be so in tuned on what other people are doing, but not focused on your own life and looking at your own flaws and trying to fix them. And working to be a better human being and making this world a better place for future generations.
You're right about that.
And that's why we are at the point where we are right now, because of people like that they don't have their mindset, or they don't have the capacity to go beyond what they can comprehend. It's just like, okay, I only learned up until second grade, and that's it. I don't want to go any further.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so,
no.
so Angie, I do have a couple of questions for you right now. Do you believe that those other platforms were hate platforms or informative platforms?
They were hate platforms. It was all a hate platform. It's always been like that. I don't see any informative something that I can use to better my life. What good can come of shaming a person? Yesterday, we'll just go with the video. Her fatness, her crackhead, her demise. Like, really? Like, okay, you repeated yourself 50 million times about the same bull crap that you believe in your mind. It's an opinion, because you can't say for a fact that this person is a crackhead. Regardless of past videos, it doesn't mean that that person is a crackhead. You don't know what that person, and we're gonna see it in the fact way, like you had mentioned on one of your lives when I was with you, on asking me on another platform if it was a hate page or not. You said, Angie, it's because you can't go based off of emotion. Well, we're gonna go like if we were in the judicial court system. Let's see it as facts. Do we know that what was being viewed in that video of Vanessa was in fact crack?
Right.
Exactly.
Who
Thank
can
you.
attest to that?
Thank you.
Who can attest to that? The
Well,
person
at
that took
the
the
end of
video?
the day, whether it was crack or not, who gives a fuck? Who hasn't done drugs? I did drugs my whole 12 years of my fucking life. I was an addict. I'm not going to deny it. And I've been very transparent. I had an addiction myself. So who am I to judge somebody else who lived it or didn't live it? It's none of my fucking concern. The whole point is that people want to criticize others and belittle people just because of their past. Who, you know what?
Because of choices that don't even affect the lives of the people that are judging.
Right. And at the end of the day, I live my life, and my past, is my living testimony. Now, I'm not ashamed to share to you guys that I was a drug addict. I'm not ashamed to share that I was a thief, any of that, because you know what? I could save a life by sharing my story of my addiction.
And you're totally right. And going back to what I had to say is that individual from that other platform that you spoke of never took any ownership for what he did. He said, no, well, if we're going to go back, and
if we're going to go back, the truth is he was the seed of hate. If we're going to go back, he was the seed of hate to all of this.
You're very right.
So I gotta go, you guys, because I have a drive. Thank you for being on the phone. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your kindness and your understanding. And thank you, Jaime, so much.
You.
Thank you. Gracias.
Gracias. I need marketing for life right there, guys.
Be safe. Bye, y'all.
Bye, Vanessa. You be safe out
Gracias.
there. Text me when you get home.
Yes, sir.
Guys, so Vanessa has to go. She has to wake up real early in the morning. She took the time to be here with us tonight. And Angie, we're going to continue talking ourselves. Of course, we have
Ya sabes,
ya sabes, perra. Well, right now I gave her the opportunity to have the platform to step on the floor, guys. Of course, I put myself to the side because obviously I wanted you all to hear her story, to understand where she's coming from. It's not that I wanted to keep my mouth shut, but obviously when I bring a guest, I allow them to speak and express themselves, which I have every right to do that. I did see some of the comments that were there, and I'm going to respect everyone's comment, because at the end of the day, whether it's positive or negative, it's how you feel. I can't change the mind of anybody either. If you dislike her, you dislike her. If you dislike me, you dislike me. At the end of the day, yo como quiera cago y meo y cojo, so it's okay with me. The same thing goes with her. At the end of the day, she worked, does whatever the fuck in her own personal life, and my world is not going to stop revolving because people dislike me. I'm still going to continue to do me.
Yeah. Very bien dicho, Jaimito. Bien dicho.
Ni que me estuviera sacando la pinche cuacha a ellos para que me... Guys, but thank you, Angie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it for being here with us tonight.
Yes, no, pues de nada, Jaime. I know that we've had extended conversations that I voiced to you on your live and out of your live, how I feel, when it comes to, this whole situation and just other situations in general, not just this one. We've talked about your arrest and how I feel that, when you had this certain individual from that other platform on your live, you should have confronted him and you should have asked.
At the end of the day, mira, and I know you brought up that other individual from the other platform, and at the end of the day, I thank him for, helping me grow. But towards the last few months, he decided not to share my stuff on his page. He decided to do that. So I went independent. I said, you know what, you could do it on your own, and you could be yourself. I came up with the character of Ruby Quachenta. Nobody made me that character. Nobody made me. And I'm not gonna say that he didn't give me the moral support, but he didn't make me like he made another platform, and that's the difference between her and I have the charisma to do things on my own. I come up with my own brilliant ideas. I do my wigs, I do my comedy, I do a little bit of everything, and that's who I am.
Oh yeah, and now I heard that you have a new character.
I do have a new character coming up. I do have one. So I have.
We are made aware of issues like this, but I hope your show doesn't only become focused on this all the time.
No, I mean, there's different topics we could bring on board. We could discuss other things in live. We could discuss, one of the topics that I was planning to do this week is, did God create Adam and Adam, or Adam and Eve? And people might say, well, how can you be the one talking about that? Because at the end of the day, I still have my morals, my principles, and my values, that I still believe in God. And I want to discuss that. People might not agree with it, but I want to talk this week about, did God create Adam and Adam, or Adam and Eve? That would be a very good topic right there.
Yeah, and just to be clear, be very respectful of anyone's religion, because
yes, I respect everyone's religion, everyone's preference, sexual preference, skin color. Doesn't matter whether you're green, yellow, purple, whatever it is. I respect everyone, and that's who I am.
I'm green.
No, I'm green. But I want to thank you for being here with us tonight.
No, plus you're very welcome. Have a great night. I'll call you later on, or maybe tomorrow morning.
Oh, they just brought it to my attention that I was being streamed, but it's okay. At the end of the day, people don't have content. People want my attention. People just, want. They can't be creative. They can't come up with their own ideas. But I have great ideas for this week. But thank you.
Yeah, it's always been like that.
Thank you for being here with us tonight. That's it.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, guys, I do want to announce our winner for tonight for my 12-day giveaway for Christmas. My winner for tonight is Nelda Gonzalez, is the winner for tonight, guys. She put a comment that really caught my attention. One of the comments that caught my attention was that she needed her coffee to stay up and watch Ruby Quachenta's show, and that put a smile on my face, guys. Oh, it's not today. Well, I'm sorry, Kim. I gave it away already. Sorry, Kim. I gave it away. So if I have to go buy my own Starbucks and make my own thing, I will give it away tomorrow. But yes, Nelda won it, guys, because of what she said out there. It really caught my attention about staying late to watch Ruby, and she needs her coffee. It's okay if others people were streaming me. No pasa nada, guys. Como quiera. So I do want to remind everyone, guys, that I appreciate all your support. It's the 1st of December, the 1st and the 3rd. No, I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. But thank you, guys, for being here with me for about an hour. I appreciate all the support, all the love, and the caring. If you all send super chat, great. I know somebody texted me that they sent me for breakfast. I appreciate it. It doesn't matter if you send me $1 or $2, whatever penny you sent counts. How can I win tomorrow? You gotta, if you guys want to win, log on or follow the page Ruby Quachenta on Facebook, and there is a private invite. You click on it, and we'll be able to get you in there. That's awesome. Thanks for doing this. Congratulations. That they have no context. That's that. Okay, eggs or cheese, or what comes first? They're so jealous of me. There's always gonna be, what's Nelda's Cash App? I don't know what Nelda's Cash App. I don't. I love either do I win. Cállate los hocico, because I'm here with my other perro desgraciado. And yeah, he got real mad about it. He reported for copyright. I'm going to report the other people. All right, thank you. I appreciate it, Danny, for your hot dog for tonight. I appreciate everybody who has been sending me super chat, and anyone who sent me Cash App, guys. I'm gonna wait. Dele hace to wait. ¿Qué pasó, bebé? Me vas a sorprender or what? They don't have no contents. Thank you for putting my Cash App up there, guys, and thank you for all the love and all the caring. Please, if you could like, and if you could share, and you could invite a friend for next time, you have to give me. And I do have, and this is what was going to be giving away, guys. Let me show you all what I'm going to be giving away real quick. I have these tumblers. This is one of my tumblers that I have right here. It is a tumbler of Ruby Quachenta, And it's gonna go with a Starbucks, $25 Starbucks, and some cookies and some other stuff, guys. So we have great things that I'm going to be giving away. I was stirring, it was stirring squeakers. Danny, you are the best. Thank you, Danny. Again, guys, I want to thank everybody that was here tonight. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Gracias. I got the Facebook page, and I won't be back tomorrow. Send one. I want one. Thank you, Mystery, for the super chat. Thank you guys for the super chat. If y'all could bless me with $1 super chat, great. I feel sick. Please pray for prayers for Carmen Escamilla. She's very sick, guys. She has been battling leukemia. So prayers for her, that Jesus Christ heals her from all illnesses and makes her get better. How do I enter to win? If you want to enter to win, go to Facebook, look for the page Rubico 80, like it. In there, you're going to find a private group that says there the 12-day of Christmas, and you go there and you click new challenge tomorrow. Every day has make a new challenge. How do I enter to win? Log into the page, guys. Go to Facebook and click on the page itself. And there is a page there that says there, stay. I'm going to stay. You all want me to stay longer? Or what's up, guys? Is that what you're all telling me to stay? Danny, thank you, Jaime, for right, guys. So again, guys, thank you. I need to call one more person right now. We could extend the show. I do have missed calls from a 973 number. Let me call this number. I don't know who it is. And then I have another missed call from a 6 something number. Let me call this other number. I know who's this. Es la pinche perra desgraciada.
Hey, what's going on?
What?
Are you still online?
Yes, I'm still live. ¿Qué pasó?
Oh, damn it, I wanted to say.
Ay, no, esto la marrona más que cosa, asústame, estúpida.
I'm death exposure.
Ah, no, it's James Brooks. James Brooks calling, guys. Che perra estúpida. Me asustaste, culera. No me asustes que se me baja la pinche period la matriz, perra desgraciada.
I wanted to do it so bad. I was just like, damn it. I need to do that. Dr. Death Exposure. I am Death Exposure, pendejo.
Yo pensaba que era pinche perro aguayo con la máscara.
Check this out. And he was the strongest little sperm. He's the one that made it. ¿Te imaginas los demás?
Ay, qué feo caso.
Un montón de teleporters. No mames.
Aquí está mi vato Fernando Reyes, mi amor, te amo, mi amor. Pero en verdad yo pensaba que era el pinche perro aguayo. Dije, pinche culero luchador, perro desgraciado, dije. Y luego, no, pero on a serious note, el pinche James Brooks me mandaba dick pics from Eddie Gill. Yo tengo receipts. No lies, there's receipts.
Tú eres bien fácil.
Pues es que soy Rubí la 80, perra. También soy la Teresa entre ser no ser, yo soy, perra desgraciada. Hasta te quito tu pinche vato, culera.
I know.
Pinche estúpida perra. Te quito tu pinche vato, perra.
Hasta eso tienes. Bueno, por eso no te lo voy a.
Es que yo apreto. Es que yo apreto. Tú ya no apretas, perra. Tú no apretas.
Yo ya no apreto.
No apretas. I'm still upset por la pinche ruca de Justin Bieber, la perra desgraciada, commenting que yo tenía sida y todo el pinche perro, la pinche vieja culera. Yo le mandé un message a Justin Bieber que recoja su pinche perra desgraciada. Porque estaba bien enojada. Dije, la pinche Halle Berry está hablando mierda de mí, la estúpida la ruca de Justin Bieber.
A mí también la ruca de Justin Bieber me dijo pendeja.
Ay, no, qué estúpida. Y que andaba aquí en el pinche Zapatral en la culera.
Y luego la ruca de Justin Bieber también le hizo comment a, ¿cómo se llama? A Eddie Gill, se me hace. And they had a conversation with
como que James Brooks y Eddie Gill comments back to each other, como que se platican solos. Dije yo, ay no, el agua de Raymond Bell, yo traje agua del PD, dije, la madre, de por sí que estoy retardada, y luego traje agua ya.
Dude, for real, they talk to each other.
All of them seem to talk to each other.
Hay un señor en mi trabajo, and he has a little granddaughter. She's autistic, Y el señor talks to himself all the time. And what's funny is la little girl no le gusta que hable el señor with anybody. Well, he's always talking to himself. And he said one day, la little girl started screaming because he thought he was talking to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, she was going crazy. And he's like, no, this is because they're not allowed to talk inside the house. So him and his wife text each other, and well, el señor talks to himself. So that little girl didn't like that. So I told him, I was like, God, that's odd. I'd never heard of that.
Right.
Bueno, pues, I will let you go, and congratulations to know that.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. No, nada, mi amor.
Oh, okay. Y dile que the death exposure or whatever.
Al perro gallo.
I'll talk to you
Well,
later.
girl.
Bye.
Well, guys, I have something else to tell you guys that for the month of December, me and Imelda decided to team up together with a couple of more people that we're going to bless 7 families with gift cards, a ham, and toys for their children, guys. We have collected already $300 that I have saved up. And I was wondering if y'all would like to help me out to continue to bless people. I'd have $300, and maybe if y'all want to help me out with $10, $5, you could cash at me so I could continue to buy these toys. It would mean so much to me, guys, and I would appreciate it. I need to call somebody else, guys, right now, real quick. Me mandaron a decir, okay. Jaime, hold on, let's go. Okay, hold on. Let me call this individual that texts me. Hold on.
Hello.
Hola, mi amor, ¿cómo estás, hermosa princesa?
Hola.
¿A quién
doing
buscas?
I got something to share with you all.
Platícame.
Okay. I talked to Nelda today.
Uh-huh.
Nelda Ortega. And she's not tuned in right now. She's been having problems with her car. I sent a mechanic over there.
Mm-hmm.
To check out her car. Y le dijo el mechanic que it's the catalyst.
Okay.
Así se dice, ¿verdad? Bueno, so she was gonna get prices with her brother that works with one of the auto supply places.
Okay.
Just to get a discount. And then I told her that I would pay for the mechanic. And the mechanic went all the way from from San Benito.
Uh-huh.
And then they both called me and they told me que es a catalyst.
What is the price of the part?
Huh?
What is the price for the part?
Well, she was gonna check because the mechanic called a un lugar y le salía 500. Pero me and my husband think que it's too high.
Well, you know what? Tell her to send me the information for the part, and I might have somebody that might get me the price. If it's around $400, $500, I could get it at half the price because they have 50% at the store where they work. So if she could send me the making model of the car and everything, I could make some calls for tomorrow and get her the part for half the price.
Okay, great. Y como te digo, I'll pay the mechanic, and I paid him $45 just to go over there to go check her car. And if everybody we can all get along. I mean, come together and get her some cash app money to help her pay for that.
Okay, está bien. Ask her if I could have go tomorrow and have a live there with her. Maybe tomorrow night we could do a live there and stuff like that. And I could have a live there and she could come on board and we could discuss that.
Está bueno.
Está bueno. And pues mañana le voy a dar su regalo también.
Okay.
Okay,
great.
thank you. Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Uh-huh. So guys, I want to thank everybody that was here with us tonight. Gracias a cada uno de ustedes que estuvo aquí con nosotros. Like a teleton. But again, guys, I am gonna bless a couple of people with some gifts, some gift cards myself, and some other things. Let me call the person who's helping me organize this event real quick. A ver si me contesta la pizza. Who needs cash?
Hello?
Hey girl, ¿cómo estás?
Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can see.
Con los ojos, con los pinches ojos se ves tú. Estúpida, estúpida. Pues abre los pinches ojos, estúpida. ¿Cómo que try to see? Ay, no. Se quedaron las guaseadas conmigo. Ay,
I
I can't. Cállate, que
I'm like, let me see you. You're not even on the phone.
Anyways, te estaba hablando because I was explaining to everybody what we're organizing, you and I, to give out a couple of gifts for a couple of gifts for families in need, and they're saying for viejitos as well. So I do have stuff for the viejitos. Every year I have a place where I go pick up some stuffed animals that I donate to different centros. So that's what I'm going to do this year again. I'm going to go pick up those stuffed animals to help to donate to the viejitos. But also, I want you to talk a little bit about what we're going to do, you and I, to help out the families in need.
Well, what I wanted to do is because I was a single mother for many years, and I know how hard it is to do, things for our kids and not, not be able to do it. So what I want to do is get at least a turkey, and then get a gift card from HEB, and then just enough so they could buy their sides, and then buy gifts for their kids.
Right.
And then deliver it to the family or single mom or even if it's a mom and dad that can't can't make it, we can give it to them too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing. I mean, I've already given you whatever, and I told you we can go like Five Below. We can get toys at Five Below.
Right. So I was there at Five Below today checking things out, and I'm going to be able to get a couple of things from there. Of course, I'm going to get some gift cards from like HEB and Walmart, and then donate a ham and stuff like that. So I'll be making some kits to donate for at least 6 to 7 families. Of course, include the adult daycare centers with blankets and those stuffed animals that every year I pick up and I donate. So we're gonna be active for the next couple of weeks on serving and helping out the community, guys. And it's Imelda who decided to come on board with this idea, and I want to thank you, Imelda. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Even though I don't live in the valley, but I wanted you to do it because here where I live, really, I couldn't find any families because I guess everybody really didn't need the help. And I said, you know what, I'm going to ask Jaime if he wants to do it over there.
Right.
Because I was also going to do it here at the nursing home where I'm at, but there's already people that do it here. So I didn't want to be like, oh, well, I wanted to do it somewhere where they really needed the help.
I was going to ask you real quick questions. Mo fue la painter blankets for jail. Are you gonna come be a tweaker at the Canalito tonight or no?
Am I gonna what?
Are you gonna be a tweaker or no?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm already doing it now, and you know what? I'm ready. Forget it. Fuck it. I'm ready.
Okay, está bueno. Pero remember, abre los ojos. I appreciate it. Bueno, bye-bye. I know. Bye-bye, girl. Guys, so I want to thank everybody that was here tonight. We've been here on for about an hour and like 20 minutes. And so we're going to end our live. And in a positive note, I want to thank I can donate. I'll get with Elizabeth. Okay, guys, great. So I'm happy and excited, guys, that we were able to have a great crowd. We were able to do what we had to do. And thank you, guys. Hasta mañana. Dios me los bendiga. Los amo. I love you, guys. I know but we all want to offer a bit more help to donate a toy. Besitos a todos para el $10 throw. So, guys, if y'all could send me $3 or $2 so that we'd be able to get more stuff, great. You don't have to cash up $100, $20. I asked for $2 or $1. It doesn't matter, guys. It adds up. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Hasta mañana.